Who's going to Paris? Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me, and today we select 12 of the 41 possible players that could make up Team USA in the Summer Olympics this year. The Summer Olympics are about 180 days away and will take place right after the NBA Finals, so the NBA season will be over by this point, and none of these guys should have a problem playing unless they are injured. And before we rank these guys, I want to say three things. One, no matter who we pick, we should not lose a game. They should give us gold, silver, and bronze. It shouldn't even be close. Two, I'm excited we have some all-stars on here, so we're not stuck with the same FIBA team we had this summer. That was absolutely abysmal. And three, I think Zion Williamson and Jalen Williams could have easily made this list. I'm confused how they didn't crack the top 41 available players.
Let's go!
Desmond Bane has been hurt for a few weeks, and honestly, I'm not too sure how he made the list. Now, he does offer some assets in terms of the three-point shot, but that's the only reason he's not going in the category. It's a hard pass. I respect what Banchero does for the Magic, but I think he's the all-star on that team, and when you put him up next to a bunch of all-stars, he looks a little bit mid. I'm sorry, he's also a hard pass. I think the only concern for Kevin Durant is his health, but if he stays healthy, he should be a starter. Now, Joel Embiid's a bit of an oddball. Last time the Olympics were held, he was not a U.S. citizen, so he couldn't play for Team USA. But in 2022, he got his citizenship. And in 2022, he didn't make a declaration about where he was going to play. He said in the 2024 Olympics, I'll just see how I feel. Right now, I'm focused on the NBA. But in July, he won't be focused on the NBA. He will be playing for Team USA, and I gotta think he's a starter. I think De'Aaron Fox is a demon, and he's going to have a massive legacy in the NBA, but there's too many talented point guards in this list, more talented than him, unfortunately, so I'm going to put De'Aaron Fox in the just miss category. I think Paul George is soft. I think he would crumble in a situation like this, but I respect him as an overall player, so just missed. Aaron Gordon made the top 41 American players. Here's your first curveball, Tyrese Halliburton. You got to respect the guy. I believe that he should be the starting point guard for Team USA this summer. While I do think James Harden would be a great bench player logistically, I do think there are 12 other guys who I'd rather have on this team, so I am going to put James Harden in the just miss category. I'm sorry, Josh Hart? My next hot take comes fittingly for the Miami Heat. I think Tyler Hero in an average NBA game has the greenest light I've ever seen. He gets to shoot at an incredible volume, and I think on a team like this, he would have to scale that back, and when he scales it back, I don't know what kind of asset he actually is, so Tyler Hero is a hard pass. I think Jrue Holiday may be a perfect fit for this team. He's already surrounded by superstars, potentially 3 other all-stars, and he's used to playing a specific role, which I think would slot in well for Team USA. So I'm actually going to put Jrue Holiday as a bench guy. I can't find a way to fit Devin Booker on this team. I know that that's absolutely crazy. And again, he's used to playing with guys who are superstars. So if my logic for putting Jrue in is that, then why not put Booker in? I get it. But you'll see at the end, I think I can find 12 other guys who add more to this team. So Devin Booker just missed. It was Wemby's Rookie of the Year to lose, and Chet is making a legitimate push for it. However, that push is not strong enough to be considered for Team USA. Hard pass. Brandon Ingram had his chance this summer with Team FIBA, and he let everyone down. Hard pass. Kyrie Irving probably doesn't even think France exists, but he's a bucket getter, so I'll respect him, but he's not making this team. Just missed. I like the aspect of adding Jaren Jackson because of his defense, but I don't think he offers much else. Now, I also don't think he'd need to offer much else on this team. As crazy as it is, I'm going to put Jaren Jackson in just missed, but I may be swapping him out at the end. This might be blasphemy, but I'm going to put LeBron on the bench. I think he can run with a second unit, a third unit, a first unit. Anybody you put around this guy is going to play better. That's just the type of player he is. So I'm going to keep him in the bench for now, and I think you'll see why in a little bit. Cam Johnson? Really? Walker Kessler is an NBA NPC hard pass from me. Another one you guys aren't going to like. Damian Lillard is going to just miss this roster. I'm not impressed with what he's doing in Milwaukee. He's shooting a lot of shots. He's not hitting a ton. His assists are some of his lowest. It's just, I get it. You have Giannis. He doesn't have to do as much. I understand the arguments, but I feel like he has not yet complimented Giannis. And obviously, he'd compliment a team full of superstars, but I got to stick to my guns here. We're not sending Lillard to France. If you're going to average 27, 5, 6, and 2 steals, I don't think anybody is going to argue with me that he at least deserves a spot on this team. But if you want to in the comments, go ahead. I just don't see a way you can win that argument. Mikal Bridges, guys, like, what are we doing? At one point in time, Chris Paul would have made this team, but that point in time is now back in time. Hard pass. Bobby Portis is cute, man.
What's up, baby? Take me out to dinner. Hey, yo.
Like he just is like a little puppy. Just comes off the bench and just shoots threes and hustles hard. He just reminds me of that guy at the rec center who's always there and never really makes anybody mad and just. But it's a hard pass. I respect the year Austin Reeves is having, and I respect the years that he's had and built to in his NBA career. So it's between just missed and hard pass. He's used to, again, LeBron and AD, and so for that reason, if we give him the Drew Holiday benefit, sure, we'll put him in just missed. You're telling me right now that Duncan Robinson is a bigger asset than Jalen Williams or Zion Williamson? No. I don't love Jason Tatum. In fact, I would say he's overrated, if anything. But I don't see a way he doesn't make this team. We'll go ahead and slot him on the bench. Derek, I just hard pass. Trae Young, I don't think is needed on this team. He doesn't offer anything that other people can't do. So just missed. This may defy some basketball logic and make some people mad, but I'm putting Steph Curry as a starter. I know what you're going to say. You're putting Halliburton and Steph Curry on the starting roster. Yes. Steph Curry's assists have been some of the lowest, I think, that he's had in his career. His ability on this team is to shoot the three-pointer, and that's what he can do, and that's what he needs to do on this team. So Halliburton can run the point guard, he can come off screens, and he can shoot threes all day long. I know it's shaping up to be a small starting five, but I really think this could do some damage. Anthony Edwards is on the team, but I can see an argument that he is disposable. I think he's one of the last guys that we could put on. So if you want to take Anthony Edwards and swap him out for any of these guys, feel free. This is just my list. The move that shocks the world. We're not taking Bam. Nope, we don't need a center on this team. Not a traditional true center besides Joel Embiid, and I'll get to why in just a second. So Bam Adebayo is going to just miss this team. Sure, Jaylen Brown may be qualified to make this team, but I don't think he does. Just missed. Jalen Brunson's having a heck of the year, but again, I just don't see a need for him on this team, so just missed as well. If you think playoff Jimmy is serious, think about Olympics Jimmy. Think about overseas Jimmy. Think about out of the country eating a croissant Jimmy. Yeah. He's on this team. Alex Caruso. What? Anthony Davis is going to get the last starting spot on this team. So right now we will review our starters. At the 1, we'll have Tyrese Halliburton. At the 2, we'll have Steph Curry. His job is to just come off screens and shoot threes. At the 3, we have Kevin Durant. At the 4, we have Anthony Davis. And at the 5, we have Joel Embiid. I think these two guys are plenty big enough, along with Kevin Durant, to match up with anybody in the world, quite literally. I think Steph's shooting and Tyrese vision. I mean, seriously, this lineup is fantastic. I said we're not having a traditional center besides Embiid. Just missed. And last, we have Scotty Barnes. Am I just not familiar with Scotty Barnes' game? And that rounds out our list. I already talked about the starters, and we'll look at the bench. I think Drew Holiday, excellent piece. LeBron, obviously, nothing else needs to be said. Kawhi, maybe I second-guessed that a little bit. Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Edwards. Now, I get the argument. I have a lot of the same type of guy on this list, but you're also probably going to say they're small. But on average, I still think we're going to be bigger than any other team that's in this tournament. As long as our 2 big men here can stay out of serious foul trouble, I think size should be no problem. We could run a small 5 and I think still mop the floor with most countries. Can I say that? I I don't know. That just seems so insensitive. Anyway, this tier list is published on tiermaker.com. If you search 2024 USA tier list, okay? So you can do this on your own. If you want to do one on your own and tag me on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram, I'll take a look at it. I'll let you know what I think, all right? So thank you guys for coming by. We will see you next time, and don't forget to share this with your buddies, your real patriotic Olympic buddies. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, all right? All those little things help me grow, and I love growing. We'll see you next time.